The Indian football teams lost to Qatar in the final game of the second round of FIFA World Cup and AFC Asian Cup qualifiers has understandably left a lot of fans very heartbroken. And it's easy to understand why, because up until the point that the equalizer went in, India were definitely the better team. They had been doing better, they had created more chances, and they were in the ascendancy. And truth be told, the decision to give the second goal over here, as you can see, was one that should never have stood, because the ball was quite clearly out of play. And following a lot of outrage from fans both on social media and everywhere else, it would perhaps not surprise you at all that the AIFF have chosen to actually take things further and ensure that there is some kind of action that is brought about as a fallout for what was a very bad error of judgment by the referee in that particular game. Now, there is a quote doing the rounds from an AIFF official in which the official is saying that we've lodged a complaint with the match commissioner and are seeking a thorough investigation into the whole thing. This, of course, is an anonymous quote, but we've also heard directly from the AIFF president, Kalyan Chaubey himself. The AIFF put out a few statements of his on social media, and one of them particularly caught a bit of interest in me, caught my interest, wherein it says that, look, we'll call upon the concerned officials for a thorough investigation. We've urged them to explore the possibilities of sporting compensation to address the injustice, and we trust that FIFA and the AFC will take the necessary steps in this regard. Now, sporting compensation, that's very interesting, because sporting compensation would assume some sort of a sporting benefit for India. What could that sporting benefit be? A points deduction, maybe doing the game, something of that sort? No one really knows, because it's not like they're seeking monetary compensation, which would make things very clear in the sense that they're seeking damages, which would be fair enough. Sporting compensation, on the other hand, does muddy the waters a little, but it does show how irritated it is that the AIFF are about this entire situation, which they very well should be. That being said, it would be a sensible thing for a lot of fans to also temper down. I'm seeing a lot of allegations of fixing or cheating. I don't know how much football you follow on a regular basis beyond just India games, but questionable calls happen all the time. Now, that's not to say that I'm justifying the call. Of course not. It was a terrible call, should never have stood. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to sport, you need to control the controllables. Perhaps if India had taken one of those 3 chances which they ended up squandering in the first half, you wouldn't have been in this situation to begin with. Perhaps, maybe, just maybe, if India had not dropped 5 out of our possible 6 points against Afghanistan, then you wouldn't be staring at a situation where there would be a must-win game against Qatar, the team that topped the group and have, of course, already not only qualified for the FIFA World Cup pretty much, they're very close to doing it, but have also guaranteed their spot in the AFC Champions Cup as well, the AFC Asian Cup rather. Now, this is just one of those bitter situations, and again, as I said, it's not excusing the decision, but for fans, you need to be looking at it in a little more holistic manner and say, listen, you know what? Things went bad, but there were a lot of other controllables that if India had actually taken advantage of, you wouldn't be in this situation. So let's not let the federation, the management and whatnot get away with, let's say, using this as an excuse, because whilst it is a legitimate thing to be mad at, there's plenty of other things that went wrong in what was a pretty disastrous campaign, and perhaps looking at fixing those things would benefit more than raging over something that, truth be told, happens all the time in the world of sport. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.